going on, y'all? Welcome back to Misplayed Magic, where I like to draft with a challenge. Today's challenge is gonna be drafting only spacecrafts, meaning every time we see a spacecraft, we're gonna have to prioritize taking that over all the other cards. Hopefully, we can jump into this Edge of Eternities draft, draft a bunch of spacecrafts, and get some wins. Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, for our first pick, there is one spacecraft. Corral of the Void is kind of fun, but not good. Occasionally, it can be good, but not solid. We are going to be taking a Caesarean Dirgecraft. This creature is okay. I say creature, it can become a creature. When it enters, each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature of their choice. It can turn into a 4/3. We have to pick it here. We can't pick anything else. If I was drafting normally, I do like Kalia, although I don't love starting a draft in 2 colors. Banishing Light, I always like it. I like this card. It can just kind of remove anything for 3 mana. Cryo Shatter is also really solid. I probably would prioritize a removal effect here. Embrace Oblivion can be okay as well. But we're going to go with the Caesarean Dirgecraft for our first spacecraft. And hopefully we can draft a bunch of them here today. Hopping on into this next pack. And there is one spacecraft. And it is not great. It's really slow. We have to take the Rescue Skiff here. I do like the Interceptor mech in a decent amount. Melt Strider's Resolve is a decent removal effect. Same with Diplomatic Relations. But we're going to go with the Rescue Skiff here. And again, every time we see a spacecraft, we're picking a spacecraft. We're going to add it to our deck. We've got a couple so far. There, you know, it could be worse. It could be worse. But we're going to try and make these work here today. Hopping on into this next pack, and we have to take another one. We take another Caesarean Dirgecraft. Double Banishing Light would have gone pretty good. The Ulthros Psionicist is okay. We're just slamming. Another Caesarean Dirgecraft. Why not? We've got 3 spacecrafts here to start. Moving on into this next pack, and we have a choice. We can pick a card, you know. I think I'm going to go with the Grav Pack Monoist. I've been saying Grave Pack. What have you mentioned in the comments? I'm saying this wrong. I do like the Monoist quite a bit. I think it goes well. I think the Caesarean Dirgecraft I like a little bit more than the Rescue Skiff, although both are not fantastic. We're going to go with the Grav Pack. I might still be saying it wrong. We'll go with the Grav Pack Monoist here. I think it's decent enough. The Voidborn's okay. Dawnstrike Vanguard can be decent, but I'm going to go with the Monoist. I just like that card a whole lot, and I like the Dirgecraft more than the Rescue Skiff here. Continuing through to this next pack, and I think we just take a Grav Kill, if I had to guess, over a Sammy Ship's Engineer. Yeah, I just think our black cards are a little bit better than the rest at the moment. So I think us having a Grav Pack Monos, a Grav Kill, and a couple of Caesarean Dirgecrafts is not the worst start in the world to this draft. All right, continuing through, and we see a Wormwall Sweeper. We have to pick it because it is a spacecraft. I probably would have liked to actually take a Dawnstrike Vanguard here. I think this card can be decent enough. But we're going to go with the Wormwall Sweeper. It's okay. It's a 2-drop. It does some things, and hopefully we can get some other cheap creatures to help us station all of our spacecrafts here. Hopping on into this next pack, and we get another choice. I will say, it does look like white might be open. I think Radiant Strike is decent. Flight Deck Coordinator is good, but I'm going to go with the Beamsaw Prospector. I think because we have to pick so many spacecrafts, we're not going to get to pick a lot of creatures. So I'm going to prioritize ones that I like. I like the Beamsaw Prospector as a decent enough 2-drop. Continuing through to this next selection, do we want a Hilderblade or a Kovlan Seeker? Maybe a Galeblade's okay, maybe the Exosuit Savior or the Thawbringer's okay. I'm going to go with the Hilderblade. I think this card is totally fine, and we can just staple it onto a bunch of flyers and maybe be decent here. Continuing through to our 9th selection, I do like the Memorial Team Leader, okay. Lux Knight Breacher's bad, Galeblade's okay, Chrome Companion's okay. I will say we're going to be stationing a bunch. It's either the Memorial Team Leader or the Chrome Companion. I'm going to go with the Team Leader. I think there's a little bit more upside attached to that card. Here, I don't like the Scattermaw. I guess the Flight Deck Coordinator is okay. Nanoform Sentinel is okay. I don't love anything here. The Turbo Drone is not fantastic. I don't know. I'm going to go with the Flight Deck Coordinator. I think we might actually end up being a black-white deck. We'll take the Stormcaller, although it's not fantastic. Zealous Display is okay. Rigovore's okay. And hopping into this next pack. Oh my gosh.
Sensational.
Oh no. We have to take the Eternity Elevator, which is bad. It is not good. It is so bad and limited. You can tap it to add 3 colorless mana, or you can add X mana of any color, where X is the number of charge counters on the Eternity Elevator, which is so cool if you're playing Commander and you're ramping. It's so not cool and limited, and we have to pick it. It's the only Spacecraft in the pack, and we have to take it. I probably would take a Depressurize here if I wasn't doing that, but we're taking the Eternity Elevator here. Continuing through to this next pick, and we have... Oh my gosh, it's the last card! I was so excited to take the Sunstar Chaplain. This card is so good! And we're taking a Wormwall Sweeper because we're like that and we love Spacecrafts. Can't get enough. This draft is hilarious. Alright, continuing through. We have a choice here. We have a choice. Do we take another Gravkill, or do we take Gravkill? I still don't know if I'm saying it right. Do we take that, or do we take something like a Sammy Ship's Engineer, a Dockworker Drone, or a Adagia Windswept Bastion? I will say, I think the Windswept Bastion is actually pretty good. I think we're going to end up being black-white. I do think white is open just for my vibes across the things here. Continuing through this next selection, and we have to pick an Atmospheric Greenhouse. Of course! This card's bad. I thought it was going to be really good, too. I mean, look at it. You add counters to everything. You got a 5/4 with flying and trample. Sign me up. It's bad. It's not good. We take that here. Maybe blue's actually a little bit more open than I thought. The Code Wrecker Hound is really good. Cryo Shatter is also really good. And we're just going to keep trying to make this work. And, you know... I see more Spacecrafts. We're taking the Debris Field Crusher. It is not great. It's not fantastic, but we have to pick it here because it is a Spacecraft. And I'm going to be losing my mind at how many Spacecrafts we've gotten here. We've gotten a lot of them. All right, hopping on now into our 6th selection. We get another choice. Scrounge for Eternity is okay. Squire's Lightblade's not great. Tanuk is okay. Frontline War Rager's fine, I guess. Temporal Intervention's not good either. Ugh. This pack is kind of nasty. I'm going to take a Frontline War Rager, weirdly enough. I think there's a chance that we end up playing those colors. All right, now we have to take a Pinnacle Kill Ship, which is certainly cool. I actually don't mind the Pinnacle Kill Ship. I think this card is totally fine. Turning into a 7/7 with flying. Like, you can win Magic games with that. That can happen. Continuing through to this next pack, we have to take the Pinnacle Kill Ship. I would like to take a Godless Shrine. I think we're going to end up maybe splashing, maybe paying 3 colors, kind of a Mardu Spacecraft deck. I know, it's looking weird. We have to take another Pinnacle Kill Ship, which is fine. I think that's a fine top into our curve. Continuing through to our 9th selection, and Lost in Space is probably the best card. I don't really want the Sammy's Curiosity. I'm going to take a Starport Security. It's just like a cheap creature. Right now we have 6 creatures, which is not a lot. Not a lot. We'll take a Starfighter Pilot here. We got to get a little bit of a higher creature count. I think we're going to be playing black and white to some extent. We'll take an Illvoid Gillblade, although I don't love any of those cards. We'll take a Torpedo. I just don't like the Skittermaw. I don't want it. I'm not going to end up playing it. And hopping into our last pack, and we've got options. We've got options. I'm going to take the Fel Grave Ship. The Fel Grave Ship.
Who?
I'm taking that card. It's really good. So you play it, you get to mill 3 cards, return a creature or Spacecraft. We have a lot of Spacecrafts. From our graveyard to our hand, I do think we pick that over something like another Gravkill or another Wormwall Sweeper. I guess it's really just a Sweeper or that. Or the Ulthro Scan Ship. This card's good. But I'm going to take the Grav Ship here. I think that card is solid. Oh my gosh. I just, like, for once in my life, would like to pick the good card in the pack.
No.
I would love the Sunset Saboteur. This card is so solid. So solid. Helps you crew all your station, all of your Spacecrafts. But we're going to take another Pinnacle Kill Ship, our 3rd of the video. Yeah, you know, 3 of those is a lot. 2 felt like a lot. And we're going to have a bunch here. Continuing through to this next pack, we have to take a Synthesizer Lab Ship. Maybe we'll substitute in blue over something else. Hopping on into this next pack, and we get a choice. Get a choice. I think I'm going to take, it's either a Father's Faithful or another Graph Pack Monoist. I'm going to take the Monoist. I think this card is good. I think it's solid. I still don't really know what our second color is going to be. I kind of assume it's going to be white. I don't know that we really want to be playing red for a Debris Field Crusher, a Memorial Team Leader, and a Frontline War Rager. We have to take another Wormwall Sweeper. We have 10 Spacecrafts. 10 Spacecrafts feels like the upper limit for how many Spacecrafts you're supposed to have. We have 10. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a nightmare. I lied. We have 13 spacecrafts, which feels like a preposterous amount of spacecrafts. Here, we have to take the rescue skiff. Why not? Let's take another one. Yeah. We have 14. We've directed 14 spacecrafts. We haven't had a lot of choices today, but we're going to try and make this work. I think we have a deck. Is it good? No. Are we going to try? Yes. Station Monitor is interesting. Radiant Strike is probably our pick, although our curve is kind of psychotically high. I'm going to take a Radiant Strike. I think that's probably the best choice for us here. Here, we have to take a Galvanizing Saw Ship, which is bad. It's not good, but we have to pick that here. Now, Decode Transmissions, not great. Maybe it's just a Weft Blade Enhancer. I don't love it. Our curve is weirdly high. But you know, it could be okay. We don't really want the echoing deeps here, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it for the gems alone. Now we'll take, I will say Cryo Shatter is pretty decent, but I'm going to take it. We don't have any blue cards. We have the Gale Blade, Synthesizer Lab Ship. I'll take the Cryo Shatter. It is good. Maybe we'll be splashing blue. Like Mech and Shield Mate's okay. Scattermaw is not good. And we're going to jump into this deck build. Hopefully we can make something of the Spacecraft deck. Alright, so here is the deck we're going to be rocking with today. It is, it's a deck. It is a deck that can play Magic the Gathering. I don't know that it's that good. We had to splash blue because we were so short on playables. We have 8 creatures, 15 non-creatures. In our final deck, we have 11 spacecrafts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spacecrafts. I mean, it's a spacecraft video. Why not? Let's jump into it. Hopefully we can get some wins. And before we jump into today's game, I want to give you guys a quick reminder that I'm doing giveaways based on how I draft. If I get 0 wins in today's draft, I'm giving away a collector booster pack of Edge of Eternities, all the way down to if I get 7 wins, I'm giving away a draft. So let's jump into it with the Spacecraft deck, and hopefully we can get some wins. I'm going to keep this hand. We can go with the Monoist or the Flight Deck Coordinator into a, maybe a Saurian Dirgecraft. It's not the best start of all time, but it's not awful. Night Luminary making a 1/1 token is fine. Pinnacle Kill Ship is honestly not that bad of a draw. We're not going to play anything. Next turn we'll probably play our... I guess we'll see what they do here. Maybe our opponent is mono white. I do think now we want to just get the Flight Deck Coordinator out there. And then I'm going to start stationing our planet with our Flight Deck Coordinator. Just because I think getting this online will be good. We'll get to make copies of the Dirgecraft, the Rescue Skiff, the Pinnacle Kill Ship. So I think getting this online actually is going to be pretty critical to us doing well here. And then now I'm just going to play out... There's our island. I think I'm just going to play out the Grav Pack Monoist. And then we're going to station with both of our creatures. So we're going to be close to getting this online. And then we're also going to get 2 life back from our Flight Deck Coordinator. Look, it's not fantastic, but it's something. I will say, too, our Saurian Dirgecraft is going to either take out a Night Luminary or something else next turn. Wormhole Sweeper. I think they're digging for their second color, which actually bodes pretty well for us. Wow. Yeah, they didn't want the Dawnstrike Vanguard or the All Fate Stalker, so I think they're probably digging for their second color, if I had to guess. And they're going to attack us for 5. What's nice is now we can use our Dirgecraft to take out their Night Luminary. Oh, that's pretty good. So Night Luminary is going to enter again. So they get to make another 1/1. I mean, it's not ideal. Wow, our opponent is kind of doing the thing here. But we do get to take out their Night Luminary, which is good. So I think we're just going to do that. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense for us. So we're going to play our Saurian Dirgecraft. We're going to take out their Night Luminary when we do this. And then, look, I like our long game. I know it sounds crazy, but we get to copy our Dirgecraft next turn if we double station here. So I'm going to do that, get our life total up to 17. And then next turn, we can start copying our Dirgecraft. If they like play an All Fate Stalker here, I think that's pretty good. We also can just play our Rescue Skiff, but we don't have anything to return. I think we'll probably play a Beamsaw Prospector, and then we'll make a copy of the Saurian Dirgecraft. They'll have to sacrifice the Wormhole Sweeper here. They are Radiant Striking our Flight Deck Coordinator, which is good. I do think we're okay just taking out... Synthesizer Lab Ship is interesting. I do think we're okay taking out the... Yeah, because we have the Pinnacle Kill Ship. It's not that bad. So I think I'm going to go Beamsaw Prospector. We're going to... Did I do something wrong? Oh, it's 3 and tap. Oh my gosh, I did do something wrong. Oh no, I did not mean to do that. Okay, so... Now I guess we just go Synthesizer, Lab Ship, and Crew. Station, that is. And then we'll turn our Dirgecraft into a 2/2. And then we're going to use that to station our lab ship. I mean, we're getting kind of swifty here. We're trying to do things. I did think that this was just 4, and then we got to do it as 4 and tap, so we really need 5 untapped lands, which is a little bit of a misplay, but our opponent is stuck on plains, which is good for us. So we're getting kind of set up over here. They are going to be attacking us. I think we're fine taking 3. We'll start blocking eventually. Vanishing Light is good. They are going to get rid of our Dirgecraft, which is pretty solid. Rescue Skiff, I think, is probably the play. So we'll go Rescue Skiff. We'll get the Flight Deck Coordinator back onto the battlefield. And then we will station for 5, like this. And then we'll just... I guess we'll also get our Rescue Skiff going. And then we'll just attack like this. That feels right. We'll get 2 life back also, so our health will go up to 13. I think that's right. We're actually having a pretty fun game here, getting to kind of do our thing with our deck. All Fate Stalker is good. Hopefully we can go untap land next turn, and we can Pinnacle Kill Ship their All Fate Stalker. I think that would actually be pretty good for us. I think we're fine to continue taking 3. Yeah, we are not going to be blocking. And then untap land here would go a very long way. Oh, it's not an untap land. That is a bummer. That is a bummer. So I think now we probably just go... Maybe we should have traded with the Beamsaw Prospector, but even then we wouldn't have been able to play the Pinnacle Kill Ship. So we could play the Mech and Shield Mate and station everywhere and get our Rescue Skiff online. I actually think that probably makes some sense. Doesn't feel incredible. And if they have a removal spell, we're really putting ourselves in a situation where this could go very poorly. We are not going to be attacking. We're going to end our turn there. And then the goal is just that we continue to gain some life with the Flight Deck Coordinator. We eventually draw an untapped land. We can play our Pinnacle Kill Ship. But I will say they are 16 cards into their deck and they haven't drawn their second color, which is crazy. Rayblade Trooper is totally fine. They have a plains left. This feels good for us. Do we block? Return target creature enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. I feel like this means they have the trick, so I'm not going to block. I'm not going to block. We're going to be smart. They probably have the, if we're blocking with a creature, they can kill us. Okay, so we drew Cryo Shatter, which is interesting. So I think we start getting somewhat aggressive through this, guys. So I'm going to attack with our Graph Pack Monoist and our Rescue Skiff. Our opponent's going to go down to 12. And then we could also make a copy of... I guess we could Cryo Shatter. Maybe we double Cryo Shatter and we copy the enchantment. That does seem decent. Yeah, let's do that. We'll take out their Wormwall Sweeper. And then we're going to copy our Cryo Shatter. And then we'll take out their... I think it's the All Fate Stalker, just because it's a 2/3. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll end our turn there. We'll get some life back. Our opponent's also at 12, so I like our spot here. They're bound to draw their second color soon. Maybe they won't. Maybe we're just going to get lucky today. Another Rayblade Trooper is decent. And we got to remember they have a trick here. Exalted Sunborn is cool. This is for non-token creatures. So let's block like this and like this. That's crazy. They've had the Exalted Sunborn in hand. They haven't been able to play it. I also think they misread the Rayblade Trooper here. But they can play the Exalted Sunborn on a future turn, which is really solid. Caesarian Dirgecraft is interesting. So I think we start by just playing that. Let's see what our opponent does here. And then we're just gonna attack everywhere. We're gonna turn into the... Wow, they didn't... The lab ship is... They're fine losing that. So now I do think we will... I think we just attack everywhere. Let's not get too crazy with it. Okay, I think we're fine with these trades. Our opponent goes down to 7. And then our goal is they don't draw a land here, and we can Pinnacle Killship their Exalted Sunborn if it comes to that. Sunstar Lightsmith is not good. Oh, they just got absolutely hosed by mana. I've never seen an opponent get that unlucky, but we're 1-0, which is huge. Let's jump into the next one. All right, jump into this next one. Our opponent goes first. We definitely keep this. We've got the Starfighter Pilot on 2, which is not bad. We also might just get the Wormwall Sweeper out there. I'm going to start with the Starfighter Pilot just to get a creature on the battlefield. I think it's a little bit more valuable. And then I think the later that we're able to surveil, we want to kind of hold that for as long as we can. They also have a Monoist. So I think now we go... I think we start by attacking. We see what our next card is. It is a Caesarian Dirgecraft. Do we want that? I don't think so. I think we want lands more than that at the moment. I'm totally fine with a block here, and then we'll just play our own Monoist, so we'll have a 2-1 with flying. And then next turn we can play our Adagia Windswept Bastion and then the Wormwall Sweeper. We can also play the Starport Security. So I think we start by attacking. And then I am just going to play the Wormwall Sweeper here. They might counter this. They have a ton of mana up. We'll Surveil 2. I do think we want lands. Shieldmate we definitely don't want. We don't have our blue source yet, but we're going to draw it. I think we're fine taking a Swamp, and then we will just play our Starport Security. And then we will station with that. Depressurizing the Starport Security is not a good feeling. So I'm glad. I'm happy with that exchange. Cryogene Relic is good, though. So I'll go back up to 5 cards in hand. Maybe back to 5 again. Yep, they're going to stun our Monoist and then just continue drawing cards, which is really good. The card is awesome. We draw the Swamp that we wanted, and we're a little strapped here. We're not going to be attacking or doing anything, but we will probably Graph Kill something they play here, if I had to guess. Or they might just be playing super control-y, and they're not going to play anything again. Thrumming, Hive Pool. Uh-oh.
We have a problem.
Yeah, that's probably enough to just take it. We can go... I guess we got to try and just win with our spacecrafts. So I'm going to go Rescue Skiff. We're going to go get back our 3-2. And then I think we just attack. And then we station the Wormwall Sweeper, if I had to guess. I think that makes more sense than us stationing the Rescue Skip, just because we can then attack with this next turn. But we're going to start to take some hits from the... Yeah, Pinnacle Killship is good. From the Thrumming Hive Pool here. It's just kind of a wagon once it gets going. And we didn't do much in the early game here. Hilderblade is interesting. So we can go... Hilderblade. I think I'm actually going to station just to get another creature online. And then we're going to attack with this creature. And then we have to take out one of their... I guess maybe we should take out the kill ship. But if they just make 2 1/1s, we're dead. So we have to take out a 1/1. Doesn't feel great, but now we can attach the Hilderblade to our Monoist. I mean, we've got them on a 2-turn clock, but they've got us on a much quicker clock than that. So I think we just lose here. Mouth of the Storm is good. Our opponent, solid deck. Solid deck. Yeah. Yeah, better than ours, for sure. And we go down. Immediately we go down, but that's okay. It's a quick one. We're 1-1. We can bounce back in this next one. Okay, jumping into this next one. Our opponent goes first. You know, it's a weird hand. Do we have any creatures? No. Do we have any white sources? No. Are we going to keep it? Yeah, we are. I'm going to use the Wormhole Sweeper to go get some action. It's just sitting at the top of our deck. We just need to go find it. We're going to play the Hilder Blade first into the Wormhole Sweeper. They have their own Hilder Blade. I mean, I got to hit him with the nice here, right? Huge. And then we'll play a Wormhole Sweeper next turn. Let's just mirror everything our opponent does. We are going to play a Wormhole Sweeper here. Hopefully we can go get a creature to, like, station our spacecrafts. Monoist is great. Great. Right on schedule. Ilvoy Infiltrator is good. So we're going to need to start drawing some cards here. Oh, this is awkward. I mean, we're not blocking with it, are we? I don't think so. I'm gonna go ahead and station the sweeper just because I know we're not gonna be blocking with the Monoist. And the next one we're probably just gonna equip the Hilder Blade. Does not feel great. The Rescue Skiff also feels quite bad in our hand. But here we are. Yeah. We'll take 4. They'll draw a card. Does not feel good. I think we'll probably just equip our creature on this turn. And yeah, it doesn't feel fantastic. And then we'll just attempt to trade with their creature. But if they have a removal effect, we kind of get housed here. There's a lot of ways this goes poorly. Faller's Faithful is... I think they're going to take out our creature. Oh, no, they're not. They're going to take out their Ilvoy Infiltrator. I'm a little bit surprised by that. They get to draw some cards, which is good, but the Infiltrator was pretty good. I mean, it was a 4/4. They get to draw cards off of it. Means they probably have some sort of action for us here. What in the world? I feel like we just improved on their turn, which doesn't happen that often. I'm going to go Island, Station, Equip, Attack. We'll hit him for 5. Technically, they're on a 3-turn clock here. And then hopefully we can draw some action and just not another land. But if we keep drawing another land and another land, we can start Pinnacle Kill shipping things. See, Mechanizoa is good. I'm surprised that they are wanting to not just play that, though. I'm confused. Maybe our opponent's got some sort of board clear, and they're just trying to line that up. Wormhole Sweeper is fine. We have a couple of those ourselves. Maybe they just wanted to station that. That actually makes some sense. They're going to whack us for 3. Drawing a Plains here would be kind of epic. We could use the Rescue Skiff. We are not going to do that. I think we probably take out their flyer. Just because the odds of us drawing another land are not that bad. And then we'll just attack here. We'll get our opponent down to 13. And then I don't think we want to change it. So we're just going to leave it on the Wormhole Sweeper. And then next turn, hopefully we can go untap land and Pinnacle Kill ship their Mechanizoa. That's the dream. We can go Pinnacle Kill ship, Pinnacle Kill ship. We also can station it immediately, which is really, really strong. So I'm hoping just one time for an untapped land. Codecracker Hound is solid. So they're going to get a couple turns of sort of filtering their draws, which is good. It is not bad. Into another Codecracker Hound is decent. I will say, though, if we can draw an untapped land and take out their Faller's Faithful, we can attack for 7, which is not bad. They're playing very, very slowly here. I guess Nutrient Block is decent. Sure. They can gain some life, draw another card. They also get to just filter their draws for the next 2 turns, which is pretty good. We do not draw a land, so I think we go Cryo Shatter. We take out the Faller's Faithful. And then we'll just attack. Problem is they can now play their Mechanizoa next turn, which is not bad. And then they're probably gonna tap down a Wormhole Sweeper if I had to guess. So I'm gonna put it on our 2/2, make it into a 5/3. Because even this way, if they played both of their Codecracker Hounds here, they still can't block this super well. So that's kind of my logic there. Alright, they are going to go for the Codecracker Hound route. At least playing one of them. They also might just get some life back here. I do think Consult the Star Charts would have been pretty good. Mono Sentry is actually pretty decent. Pretty good. They're going to probably crack their Nutrient block here, gain some life. Which is not bad. Hopefully we can draw a Plains here. Plains would go incredibly well. Caesarean Dirtcraft is just not great. I guess it's fine. Yeah, I guess it's fine. I guess we play it. We make him sacrifice something here. And then we just station with the Dirgecraft. And then we attack for 2 in the sky. And then, you know what we should have done? We should have left the Hilderblade. I guess we did get to station this pretty good this turn, so next turn we can do it with a 2/2. So it's probably a wash. But goal is now this sets us up next turn to have lethal. So we can station with the 2/2, and then we can attack for 9 in the sky. They do have the Mechanizoa, which is not bad. Codecracker Hound, again, is fine. This means that if they don't play their Mechanizoa, that means they probably have removal effect. Ulthro Scanship is fine. Are they just going to station that? With everything? That feels bad to me. So if we go Pinnacle Killship, we just win. Oh my gosh, why can't we draw land? Why can we not draw a land? Let's go, let's station the Dirgecraft. Let's attack for what could have been lethal, but it's not. And then we're just going to play our Wormhole Sweeper and hopefully go get a land. Yeah, there's 2 lands. We'll take one of those. We're totally fine with that. And then we will end our turn there. I'm going to leave it on the Wormhole Sweeper. I assume they're going to tap that down with their Mechanizoa, which is tough. We really could have punished our opponent if we drew a land in either of our last kind of 3 draw steps, but we didn't. And that's okay. We still have a good chance here. Yep, they're going to play their Mechanizoa, which is solid. I assume they're going to tap down a Wormhole Sweeper here. I guess what we should have done in retrospect is we should have moved the Hilderblade to the 2/2 so that we could station the other Wormhole Sweeper and then we could attack with that next turn after equipping it with the Hilderblade. That would have been smarter. But we didn't do that. We did not do that. Umbral Caller Zealot is fine. They went to Surveil. I don't know what they're digging for. They have 10 cards left in their library. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. We draw our land. I do think now we just take out the Mechanizoa. They're going to get to Surveil here, but that's fine. And then I do think we just station with the 2/2, the Wormhole Sweeper, just so we can get that online next turn. I don't know what our opponent is digging for. I'm very confused. I don't think we're going to move it. Let's leave it where it is. Hopefully they don't have another Mechanizoa. That'd be a bummer. I don't know what they have. They have 7 cards left in their library. Specimen Freighter is decent. They can get rid of our 2/2. Elvoy Operative is good, so if they just station everywhere, we can Pinnacle Killship their Specimen Freighter and win. Sure. I mean, we take those. All right, we're going to go for it. They are going to sacrifice their Ilvoy operative here and surveil again. They have 6 cards in their library, but I think we're going to do the thing here. We're going to Pinnacle Kill Ship. We're going to take out their Specimen Freighter. Or they're going to take it out for us. I feel like we were supposed to target the thing first. Let's take out the Umbral Caller Zealot here. And we get there again. All right, we are 2-1 on the day. We'll take that. All right, we go first in this next one. I do think we keep this. We've got the Monoist and the Grav ship here. Our opponent went down to 6, which is, you know, fine. Would like to draw planes this game. That would be cool. Starport Security is solid first play from our opponent. Honored Knight Captain is solid as well. Hopefully we don't get completely run over here. Wormhole Sweeper is decent. I do think now we play the Monoist. And then hopefully we can draw a land next turn. Gosh. Do we trade? I'm going to trade. I'm going to be weird. I'm going to go for it. I just get the feeling we're about to get run over right now, and we don't have a Suif. Yeah, of course you have Biosynthetic Burst. What a stupid card. Yeah, but I will say, like, we take 3. We make a 2-2. We don't draw a land, because why would we? I'm going to play the Wormhole Sweeper, and hopefully we can get some lands. I know it's been so hard to draw lands today. I mean, we'll take another Swamp. It's not ideal. We're not attacking. And then we'll maybe just block the Honored Knight Captain with our 2-2. Meltstrider Eulogist is really solid. So they're going to draw a card off of the Honored Knight Captain. I'm fine with that. And then we'll probably just Grave kill the Meltstrider Eulogist. It's not great. I guess maybe we do the Grave Ship and we can get back the Monoist. That's so slow, though. I think I'm just going to take out the Eulogist. And then next turn we can play the ship and get back the Monoist. Yeah, Halia is a really good draw. Or a good thing to have in your hand. A solid play. So I can draw another card. Yeah. We keep drawing Swamps, which is not ideal. We'll get back a... Is it a Wormhole Sweeper just so we can play it? I think it's a Wormhole Sweeper just... I mean, I don't know. No, it's not. It's a Monoist. It's a we lose is what it is. I'm going to play the Sweeper. I'm pretty sure we're dead here, but we need to go get a Plains somehow. Oh my goodness. My goodness me. None of these cards are all that good. I mean, we just need to draw Plains, get the Rescue Skiff, and then try and get something else online. Yeah. Yeah, this doesn't feel great. We take 7. I could draw another card. We just don't have the answers right now. And you know what we have? We have 11 Spacecrafts in our final deck. Hey, a Plains. We're going to go with the Rescue Skiff. We're going to put it's either a Monoist or a Flight Deck Coordinator. I guess we could also put the Cryo Shatter. But that's not even that good. Let's do the Coordinator just as a blocker. We're still pretty dead here. Biosynthetic Burst is interesting. So they know if they just swing out, we win. They also can Starport Security, tap our thing down, and attack everywhere. We lose a lot of ways here. We are super dead. But we tried. Our opponent, I will say, pretty good curve out. Good removal spells, Biosynthetic Bursts, green-white beats, and we got beat down. We are 2-2, and hopefully we can bounce back in this next one. All right, jumping into this next one, we have our colors, which is lovely. We've got a Wormwall Sweeper on 2 into maybe a Grave Ship on 3. You know, it's okay. Again, we don't have any creatures, but who needs creatures? Not us. Starfighter Pilot, right on time. Right on time. Next turn, we'll probably play the Wormwall Sweeper and then just station with our Starfighter Pilot. Dual Sun Adepts is good. I think now I'm intrigued. I'm going to go get some lands. So I think we're fine to do this. And then, do we want to Cryo Shatter their Dual Sun Adepts? I do. I'm going to be a little bit of a psychopath here, and we're going to do that. And then I think we're just going to attack. We still want that swamp. All right, that felt good. Next turn, we can play either our Fell Grave Ship or our Grave Kill. We could go and get our Wormwall Sweeper again, which is okay, decent. Fate Stalker is solid. Should we just kill that and get our thing back? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that just because it also makes our Caesarian Dirgecraft a little bit stronger as well. And then I am just going to station with the Starfighter Pilot here. We're going to surveil 1. I want more lands. More lands, please. And then next turn we can start attacking with our Wormwall Sweeper. We've still got some action in hand. Raidblade Trooper is fine. Making it a 3/3. I do think now we just go with the Caesarian Dirgecraft. That feels good to me. We are going to get to make a 1/1, which is fine. And then we are going to station with our Starfighter Pilot. We're going to surveil again. I think we're fine with another land. I'm going to take it. I'm going to leave it on top. And then we are just going to start attacking. We'll get our opponent down to 18. We're close to getting able to play our Pinnacle Kill Ship as well, which would be good. We also can go get the Dirgecraft again, which is not bad. Are they going to double spell with the Lightsmith? That'd be good. No, they're not. Great. So now I think we go Fell Grave Ship. I'm going to go and I'm going to get the Caesarian Dirgecraft. We can play that next turn. And then I think we're just going to station the... I'm going to station the Dirgecraft with the Starfighter Pilot. We're going to do Surveil 1. I'm great with the land. And then we're going to attack. Okay, alright. I feel good about this. They probably can double spell here, so they'll like get to get a counter. I will say they have to have 2 spells in hand. Maybe they don't. Weftblade Enhancer is good. They are going to double spell. They're going to Banishing Light something here. What's nice is we'll be able to kill their Sunstar Lightsmith here with the Caesarian Dirgecraft, which I'm sure they thought of. That is good, and then we'll use the Pinnacle Kill Ship to take out their other creature here. So I do think now we just do that. And I'm going to start just stationing our spacecrafts here with our Starfighter Pilot. Adagia Windswept Bastion is honestly not great here just because we don't have that many creatures. We're like struggling to get these guys stationed. I will say once we get one station, we can station the other one, so it's not going to be awful. I assume they're just going to play the Weftblade Enhancer here. Carver's good. Yep, Weftblade Enhancer is solid. So we're going to take 5 here, which does not feel great. Oh, no, we're not. We're just going to take 3. Starport Security is not a bad draw. But I don't think we play it here. I think we just go Pinnacle Kill Ship. We take out their Weftblade Enhancer. And then I'm just going to station our Dirgecraft again. We'll get to Surveil 1. We don't want any more lands. And the next one we can play the Starport Security. Hopefully trade with the Hull Carver. We are taking 4 here, which is not ideal. Maybe I'm playing things a little bit too slowly. Raidblade Trooper is good. I assume they're going to put it on the Hull Carver. They're not. They're just going to whack us for 5 here. Virus Beetle is good. Oh, it's annoyingly good. Yeah, so we'll take 5 here. It puts us in a weird spot. We need to draw a creature. Beamsaw Prospector is great. So now we'll go Beamsaw Prospector. We'll station with our Starfighter Pilot. Monoist is good as well. And then I think we'll just pass. We might have to double block their 4/4. Which will not feel great. If they drew a removal spell, that's tough. Yeah, they just drew a removal spell. Sometimes it's like that, though. Yep. Yeah. We worked so hard to station our spacecraft, too. We tried so hard. We have to block like this. Yeah, we're super dead. We are super duper dead here. Maybe I played it a little bit too slowly. I maybe should have gotten a little bit more aggressive. I don't think we want... I mean, either way, we're pretty dead. Yeah, let's go get a lander so we don't draw... If we draw the Monoist, we lose. We know that for sure. We'll go and we'll get another Plains. And we draw a Swamp, which is worse than us just drawing that. And we will station our Starfighter Pilot, and we will lose. We will go down. This will be how our journey ends. Alright, so this is the deck that we go down with today. It was a meme. It was not good. It was not good, and we kind of knew that. But if you like watching me suffer, if you like watching me have to pick a million spacecrafts, I hope you enjoyed this. And based on my performance, I'm doing a giveaway of 2 packs of Edge of Eternities. So I hope that you want that. If you do, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below on what you maybe would have done differently. And our final spacecraft count was 16, which is a lot. It's not super good. But if you enjoy spacecrafts, if you enjoy watching me suffer, I hope you did. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time.